Welcome back to another weekly RuneScape 3 patch notes review. Today we have a ninja fix for broadcast and crystal chess, along with other patch notes. Let's check it out. Our Ninja Strike number 10 today deals with crystal chess and broadcasts. The ninjas have been up to their usual tricks this week, and this time they've been extra sneaky and hacked the broadcast system. Let's take a closer look. Player broadcasts. Historically, players haven't had that much control over the broadcasts that they receive in chat. For the most part, they were very useful, but after a while, they'd get repetitive, and worse. If you were in a busy world, they could fill up the entire chat box. Well, your broadcast woes are over. The ninja team have had a world with the chat box goblins, you know, the tiny goblins who control the chat box, and they've agreed to let players toggle more than broadcasts on and off, so that you can customize your experience. You can toggle various broadcasts now in Settings, Gameplay, Broadcast World, Friends, and Clan. By default, all options will be toggled on. Global broadcasts. Some broadcasts that previously highlighted achievements by wider groups have been narrowed down to only include your clan and those on your friends list, which we hope will reduce the number of extraneous messages you see. This includes broadcasts about total experience achievements and rare drop items like the Blade of Nomura. In some cases, we've done the reverse. We've made it so that the big achievements are properly celebrated with a worldwide announcement. The following table shows the different broadcast tiers and broadcast tier changes that we've made this week. Broadcast tiers. Tier 1, all worlds, clan, and friends. 2, current world, clan, and friends. 3, just your clan and your friends. And 4, the broadcast has been removed. There's only a couple different broadcasts that were removed this week. We're going to start with those. The Dragon Full Helm has been removed. It now has a tier level 4. And then we also have the Draconic Visage, the Dragon Claw, the Dragon Pickaxe, Pneumatic Gloves, Tracking Gloves, Static Gloves, Razorback Gauntlets, Ascension Grips, Celestial Hand Wraps, Crystal Pickaxe, Gemstone Armor, and the Gloves of Passage. All of those have been removed as well. We're just going to check out the only broadcast tier that is a number 1 currently that will broadcast to all worlds, clan, and friends, which is now celebrated to be the Master Quest Cape, 5, 10, 15-year veteran capes. Everything else you can toggle to just have your current world and your clan and friends. Crystal Chess. We've upgraded the chest interface for Crystal Chess with a new toggle that allows you to take items in noted or unnoted form. You can also bank your items straight from the chest, a feature that you'll know from the standard reward chest interface. This update should cut down on unnecessary clicks and let you organize your items in record time. Triskelion Keys. Lastly, the ninjas have made some changes to the Triskelion. Previously, combining the different parts of the Triskelion was a slow and painstaking task. Now you can combine as many keys as possible in just one action. That leaves you with more time to gloat over the Dragonstone armor drops, similar to the crystal keys, so you can combine an entire inventory in one click. That's it for the Ninja Strike. Let's move on to the patch notes. For the broadcast, we're going to just touch on this really quickly. Broadcasts from other players can now be toggled on and off with the option found under Settings, Messages and Social, and Broadcasts. Different kinds of broadcasts can be toggled, and by default, all broadcasts are turned on. Broadcast settings are split between World, Friends, and Clan. Turning a broadcast setting off will still let the players see their own broadcast, but not let other players broadcast of that type. Various broadcasts have also been reviewed and their tier adjusted. Reward chests and looting. A new toggle has been added to the reward chest interfaces which allow players to loot items in not noted or unnoted form. Crystal chess and Triskelion keys now use the standard reward chess interface from which items can be banked directly. The animation delays on chess have been removed for a smoother opening experience. Multiple players can now use the reward chest at the same time. Various improvements have been made to the reward chest messaging, including the dialogue and info boxes. And minor balancing changes have been made to the Triskelion key loot. The 125 adamantite and 750 coal stone spirit drop is now 15 bainite stone spirits. The 40 runite and 320 coal stone spirit drop is now 5 light and 5 dark animacone stone spirits. Combining Triskelion key parts will now combine as many keys as possible in one action, similar to the crystal keys. Alchemical Hydrix. Improvements. The Essence of Finality ability will now appear in the Constitution ability book when the filter is enabled. Fixes. We've resolved some issues where the effect of portable skilling stations was not being triggered by the Brooch of the Gods. Fixed a visual issue that appeared when changing attack style after using the Essence of Finality ability. An issue has been fixed allowing some weapon special attacks to be used without spending adrenaline. Other improvements. The Order of Dis and the Infernal Source music tracks will now loop as expected. You can now toggle the warnings that appear when decanting flasks. You can find the option under Skills and Experience menu in the Herblore section. Players are now able to use movement abilities such as Surge in the Virago, Nex, and Telos instance lobbies. Various Grand Exchange messages have been converted into info boxes for better visibility, especially on mobile devices. Other fixes. The flowing blood in Diamondheim is no longer stripy. It is no longer possible to trigger the No Secrets Left to Steal achievement multiple times. The Calm Waters buff will be removed as expected when the Sign of Life is triggered during the Masuta's boss fight in the Temple of Amanishi. Edward the Cape Seller will no longer appear in the Spirit Realm. You can now progress You're Not My Real Ma, even when donating more Elder Chronicles than is required. Hit chance modifiers are now recalculated right after the Stagger spell, Confuse spell, and Sandstorm Camel debuff hits in the target in PvP. Fixed an issue where the Worn Equipment tab would be persistently unavailable after summoning a pet in Death's office. Fixed a bug that caused the report interface to remain open after choosing a reason to report the offending player. The lever graphics inside the Ashdale sewers have now been fixed. The viewing orb information is no longer displayed if the orb was used in a previous court case. Added force approach to the ladders in Yanile Dragon Inn, Sithix Inn's house, and Frankenstein's castle, and Melzar's maze. The Melzar's maze ladder is also no longer positioned in front of a murder hole in the adjacent wall. The Reaper necklace ornamented no longer grants stacks when hitting a combat dummy Mark II, bringing it in line with the standard Reaper's necklace. Modifier values are now recalculated when familiars are summoned and dismissed. Using the Dwarven Fish Extractor on a crystallized fishing spot will no longer require bait. FPS should no longer drop rapidly while curing a plant at the Livid Farm on Lunar Island. Fixed an issue with cannons triggering on-kill effects despite being far away. The portable workbench will now allow you to craft flat packs with a full inventory of planks by swapping one or more of your planks for the finished flat pack. And lastly but not least, our current event going on right now. The Traveling Artisan now gives out inactive, unused variants of Dwarven tools instead of the active variant with no charges. And that's it for this week's patch notes and ninja fixes. Stay tuned for next week for another. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another video. We'll see you next week.